Now, over to you.
Roxy, thank you much. Well, crossing 22 state lines to find guess what, or guess who? Mr. Right. That's the premise of our next guest blog. Former NBCer Julia Yarbo will bring Highway to a Husband to life in the form of the Create Change, Create a New You Singles Mingle event this Friday. Julia's here to give us all the details. Welcome back. Welcome home.
It's always nice to be here with my NBC family. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been so crazy since we started Highway to a Husband, our 22-state, 10-month, 18,000-mile plus road trip on my effort to step out of the norm and hopefully cross paths with Mr. Right and adventure in life a little bit. And our response to the blog, worldwide response, people following us for months to find out, is Julia going to find Mr. Right? What have you learned along the way about dating? What have you learned along the way about men? What have you learned about how you move forward once you find Mr. Right? So my travel partner and I, Silva Harapetian, decided that we would take Highway to a Husband, the blog, and bring it to life in the form of an afternoon seminar to talk to men and women about some of the elements that we thought go into actually making a good relationship and a good connection with people. So on Saturday afternoon, we are hosting Create Change, Create a New You. It's a new year, and we want to help people be able to put some of the elements we learned to test in terms of dating and getting out there and making it happen for yourself.
Okay, were there any good dates in all of this?
Oh, there have been fabulous dates. Dates in Texas, dates in California, dates in Colorado, actually dates here in South Florida, and not sure if it turns out to be Mr. Right, but after 22 states, I actually met somebody right here in South Florida, about 10 minutes from my home. Go figure, right? Go figure. But what we did learn along the way is that men and women do need to communicate more. And we had fans and followers from around the world telling us and giving us advice about needing for women to really listen to the men in your lives, that men typically don't communicate as openly. So as women, we need to really listen and watch for their cues. We learned from people that, you know, when you're dating and you're single, what's happening in your wallet? Some people say, oh, you can't be a gold digger, but it's important as a single to make sure that you have your financial house in order. And we learned that traveling for 10 months, not working, you have to be very smart with your finances. So we have Marcia Smith from BankAtlantic who's going to talk to our guests about the importance of making sure that your financial house is in order, especially for women and men, how to save, how to invest, how to make sure that your dollar goes a long way. And of course, if you're not completely put together financially, how can you really be an attractive single?
Well, that's kind of cool that it's going to be some meat to it, and it's just not, well, meat.
No pun intended.
And it's just not going to be like mingling, just meeting people.
Exactly.
But that's part of it too, right?
Well, exactly. We want to talk about the concepts of, you know, what do you say when you meet people? What do you say when, let's say you find Mr. Right, well then how do you keep him? Let's say you meet Mrs. Right, how do you keep her? What are the ways that you keep romance involved? We have a new author and a relationship coach, Charles A. Johnson, who will be joining us, talking about what he's learned along the way of helping other people understand, once you find that special person, the things you each need to do to keep your partner happy and satisfied so that they can take good care of you. And
okay,
of course,
give us a nugget. I don't need it because the husband
I know,
won't get rid of me. I don't know why.
You've got Mr. Perfect.
He should have a long time ago. What is, I guess, one of the most important things that you found not to do for us women?
Not to do. What we found was that as women, we tend to try to change people.
Yeah,
we heard time and again from our followers, and we learned from our own mistakes, that as women, we'll meet somebody and we'll think, oh, he's great, but if I can just tweak him a little bit here and there, I can make him just right. And what we heard from a lot of men was that what you see is what you get. Don't try to change them. If you fall in love with them, you have to take them as they are. And men get very defensive if you try to tweak them and make them better. And a lot of men told us, don't try to change us, love us, support us, be there for us, and listen to us.
Okay, quickly, if I want to come, how do I do all that?
Very easy. Go to our website, highwaytoahusband.com, to register for Saturday's event. Create Change, Create a New You. It's at the Miami Beach Cinematheque, Saturday afternoon, 1 to 3. Very easy. Highwaytoahusband.com. Tickets are $40, and it's going to be great. We have the Sidewalk Chef joining us, preparing some lunch and some snacks. Bluebell ice cream is going to be on hand. My favorite ice cream, I want to add.
Ooh,
and yeah, it'll be great. We have a surprise singer performing for us, so it's going to be
a little bit of everything.
It's going to be a good afternoon. Talk a little health and fitness as well, and we just want to make sure that all the singles out there are understanding that it's not always about finding the right person. Sometimes it's about making sure that you are the best person you can be so that everybody else finds you.
I'm going to take that to heart. Thank you so much, Julia.
Thank
it's so
you.
good seeing you. And again, the event is the 7th from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Miami Beach Cinematheque. For more information and how you can register, visit highwaytoahusband.com. Always wonderful seeing you.
Thank
All right,
you.
2 of my other favorite people. Over to Sherry.
That's right. We have Tracy Morning here.